The drawer lock bit speeds and simplifies the process of building drawer boxes by creating an interlocking rabbet joint that resists being pulled apart in use. But this simple bit can also be used for making inserts and slides, the profile being self-centering and precise enough to get good results with accurate work. This bit is available from a number of different manufacturers and in a couple of sizes, but they all pretty much work the same. The drawer lock joint can be used for overlay drawer fronts as well as for flush boxes where the front is added later. In either case, the sides are milled the same way. The bit is set to 3/8 of an inch in height, and the router fence set flush with the smallest diameter of the cutting edge. The sides are milled across the bit, standing on edge. Note that the bit is buried in the fence, and a backer is used to keep the part perpendicular and prevent tear out. To mill the overlay drawer front, the bit height remains the same, but the fence is moved to make the cut the width of the overlay plus the thickness of the side. In this case, 7/8 of an inch. Both ends of the drawer front are milled flat on the table, again using a backer to keep the part square and the cut clean. Generally, I prefer to make these overlay drawers with the lock joints in the front only and the back tacked in on top of the drawer bottom. Simple, quick, and traditional. Plain boxes use the lock joint in all four corners, and the setup for the face is the same as for the sides. The bit is set to 3/8 in height and the fence set to the narrow diameter. Both ends of the sides get milled standing against the fence, and both ends of the front and back are cut flat on the table using the same setup. The 1/8 inch thick overlap at the top of this joint covers the plywood ends on the sides, so the length of the sides will be the box depth minus 1/4 of an inch, and the front and back parts are cut to the full drawer width. Minor adjustments to the setup may be needed depending on the actual thickness of the drawer stock, so making a test joint is always a good idea. All sides get grooved for the drawer bottom, and it gets trapped inside during the assembly. The joints can then be pinned together, or some strap clamps will hold them in place until the glue dries. The unique profile of the drawer lock bit allows for making sliding inserts that can't bind up like a dovetail can. This is especially nice for making throat plates and backers. When one gets chewed up, it can be quickly replaced. Mark out the insert location and cut away most of the waste using a dado blade. I typically make these inserts about 5/16 deep, so that's the height for the bit. Set up to the inside of your layout lines first, then sneak up on the final cut for accuracy. Then reset the fence to the other side and sneak up on that line as well. The insert stock is carefully ripped and planed to fit the slot. The fence is set back to flush with the narrow edge of the bit, and the height adjusted until the profiles match and the insert sits flush inside the groove. It may take a few test cuts, but once set, extra stock can be profiled for future use. These same techniques can be scaled up to make slides for furniture projects. Cleats can each be milled with the drawer lock profile along one edge. And with little or no reset, the matching grooves are cut into the edges of the slide itself. This is a highly accurate and stable method for making slides that support drop leaves on tables and fronts on desks. This profile even works with larger pieces to make heavy-duty slides like these I used for the butterfly leaf dining table in Season 1 of Woodcademy TV. For adding slides or inserts to your projects, or simply making quick and easy boxes, your drawer lock bit will be a valuable addition to your router set. You can find more great content like this by visiting our website at woodcademy.com.